Look out over a beautiful open Minnesota landscape. A healthy forest with a wide variety of trees, wildflowers, and woodland creatures. Nature composing itself in harmony. An ecosphere of plants, animals, and birds living and interacting. This is the way it should be. Look a little closer, and you might find this, a seemingly harmless little sprout beginning to take steps into your property. This little guy spells big trouble. It's buckthorn, the thick, ugly, tree-like shrub which represents one of the leading threats to Minnesota wildlife. Buckthorn can approach slowly at first, but over time becomes an epidemic of horrible proportions. Dominating and killing other plants, typically killing 90% of plants of all other species. How does it manage to be such a threat to wildlife? First, it chokes off light. Its leaves form thick clusters which completely shades out other plants, preventing them from producing nutrients. Second, it releases enzymes into the ground which are highly combative. Buckthorn did not originally come from Minnesota, it came from overseas, in Russia and northern Africa. Hence, the enzymes act like a plague, attacking helpless native plant roots until they dry up and die. Buckthorn is always the first to sprout out in spring and the last to die off in winter. The Minnesota Department of Natural Resources outlawed buckthorn in 1999, making it an official invasive species. Why the designation? There are a number of reasons. We're witnessing an out-of-control invasion, which, if left unabated, will destroy our native Twin Cities and Minnesota landscapes forever. Buckthorn is also a host for crown rust spot, a nefarious disease which infests soybeans and other Minnesota crops. Buckthorn is a major part of the food chain for Japanese lady beetles, which have plagued the Twin Cities area in recent years. Buckthorn forms an impenetrable prison of vegetation, not to mention that it is covered from head to toe in thick, razor-like thorns. At its roots can be found a dusty, dry area of dead earth, a huge erosion risk. Finally, imbalances in nature, such as buckthorn, lead to unintended consequences. Think of massive forest fires that occur up north, or the recent and massive die-off of honeybees across our country, which has been widely covered in the news. We hope that you will warn those you know about the graveness of the buckthorn problem in our community.